Cain and Abel. My dear friends, what happened to Cain and Abel still happen in this world. The word says, Cain brought fruits of the soil as an offering to Yahweh. So Cain offered something, but then something, not the best thing. But then what happens? Abel, for his part, brought the firstborn of his flock. God does not want your offering to survive. He's omnipotent God. He's potential of everything. But then it's your attitude. So Cain offers whatever it is, something. But then Abel gave the best to the Lord. First and the best. What about you? Do you give him the first and the best? Or give something? So you are happy that you have given something. But then what would happen? The Lord says, now Yahweh was well pleased with Abel's and his offering. When he gave the best first and the best, God is well pleased of Abel and his offering. So Abel and what he offers becomes one. So that's your attitude, my dear friends. So in that offering of your best, God, that's how God would be pleased of yourself. So that's your connection. What you give God, that's your connection. So it's important. It's important that you be connected with Him, giving your first and best to the Lord. There creeps in the jealousy, hatred. But this is exactly what happened with Pharisees, Sadducees, high priests and Jesus. Jesus gave the best. Jesus, of course, Abel killed that lamb and offered that lamb to God. Jesus is the lamb and offered himself. And he became the offertory. And he became the priest and he offered himself on the cross. That his blood was shed. And that's exactly why Pharisees, of course, they gave their 10% and they observed the law, but then that's not their life. So God was pleased with Jesus. That's why exactly Jesus was performing miracles. He lived a life in the Spirit. All the Pharisees and Sadducees, of course, they followed the law and all that, tradition. They didn't feel God's power. Because it's Son of God and Jesus gave his whole life that God became real in his life. So they were jealous. They were jealous and they wanted a sign from heaven. Jesus said, no sign is given. No sign. Because they have not given their first and the best to the Lord. It's by virtue the 10% that they gave. That's it. They had their own lives. But then Jesus gave his own life. Everything. Then what happened in the field? God asked, why are you jealous? You don't have to feel. You don't have to be. If you have done the right thing, but if you are not doing what is right, why are you angry and downcast? If you do right, why do you not look up? But if you are not doing what is right, sin is lurking at the door. It's striving to get you, but you must control it. So sin will strive you to get you. If you don't give the best to the Lord, if you have your own barbers, if you have your own strategies without giving the best, sin will wait upon you until it devours you. You have to be very careful. You have to control it by giving the best and the first choice of the Lord. Yahweh asked, but then what happened? Cain said to his brother Abel, let's go into the field. Once there, Cain turned on his brother Abel and killed him. Yahweh said, where is your brother? The first question Yahweh asked people, mankind, Adam, where are you? And now he asks, where is your brother? We are one body. We are all connected. We are parts of the same body. So what happened to my brother matters. Matters a lot. And then he killed him. And then he asked, am I the keeper of my brother? Definitely. He is the keeper of the brother. And it became a curse. Once you kill his brother, once he killed his brother, it became a curse. Lord said, when you till soil, it will no longer yield you its produce. You will be fugitive, wandering on the earth. There won't be any ownership, belonging, sense of belonging. Because it's our Father's children. My dear friends, Cain's life became a curse. The Lord says, see, now your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. Now be cursed and driven from the ground that has opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood that your hand has shed. Heavens opened the blood of his brother, shouting from the ground, the innocent blood, power of innocent blood. This is exactly what happened. Heavens opened and it became a curse with Abel's blood. But then with Jesus' blood, that's innocent, purely innocent blood. That blood, Lord says, shouting from the ground. Jesus' blood spoke and saved the whole humankind. That blood saved us from that curse. Jesus' blood shed on the ground. Adam was created from the soil, from the ground. And that blood shed on that ground, that curse became a blessing. With Abel's blood, the earth opened and it became a curse on Abel. Curse on Cain. But Jesus' blood opened the heavens and opened the promise of God. But the promise, the connection, the relationship they lost with sin, Jesus restored it with his precious blood. My dear friends, but then if you are cruel, if you are not ready to accept it, Jesus said, what happened? Then he left them, got into a boat again, and went to the other side of the lake. He has left them. Are you still playing Cain's role without giving the best to the Lord? Whatever your best, that best can be broken. It's okay. If you don't give that best to the Lord, you won't experience the love of God. You're hard-hearted like Meribah and Masra. Jesus left them all to the other side of the lake. Have you lost Jesus? Has he left you also, leaving you stranded? Because you are so hard-hearted. You are so hard-hearted. Think about it. Look at your brother. You are the keeper of your brother. You are responsible for your brother. Yes, you are the keeper of your brother. The Lord is asking, where is your brother? Today, my dear friends, think about your relationships in your family, your kith and kin, your friends. Are you responsible? Are you jealous? Are you the reason for their downfall? Say sorry to Jesus and be a person who restores, bridges the gaps, and you are called for that mission. And for that you have to pay a price. You have to shed your blood, but then there is power in that innocent blood. He will never let your pain go down drain. Think about it and have a nice day. May God bless you, my dear friends.